Prime Review.
This is the Toys R Us exclusive Masterpiece MPO2 Soundwave Decepticon Communications Level 3. Comes with all you see here.
Click on the link in the video description below for all the latest action figures, collectibles, and pre-orders from BigBadToyStore.com.
The one thing nicer about this figure than the Takara version is that the box is in nicer shape. Comes with a fancy silver Toys R Us exclusive logo, shows all 5 cassettes and robot and cassette mode. Masterpiece Soundwave. Behind his impassive expression, Soundwave is as cold and ruthless as they come. He cares nothing for right or wrong, for the advancement of a cause, or for the welfare of his fellow Decepticons. All he cares about is information, and he acquires it any way he can. He spies on everyone, from the lowliest Autobot scout up to Megatron himself. He hoards information the way a miser hoards gold, sharing it sparingly, if at all. No one knows what the true purpose behind his obsessive data collection is, but all fear him for the secrets he keeps. So basically, he's TMZ. Here is the back of the box. Thrilling 30, Transformers, 30th Anniversary 2014. Yay, we're old now. And unlike the Takara version, it shows very little of all the accessories that it comes with, but it does show off all the extra figures. It doesn't come with any of the printable video screens or the link to where you can print off the cardboard Energon Cube insert or anything. It's kind of lame. Soundwave comes with one Megatron gun, his own gun, his shoulder cannon, his sound device thingy, Rumble, Frenzy, Ravage, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, one empty Energon Cube, and one video screen. Unlike the Takara version, which comes with a website where you can make a printable Energon Cube to make it look full. Lame. His weapon will peg in either hand, and folds away quickly and easily, and stores like a battery, as does his shoulder cannon. The eject feature doesn't work so very well. You can actually press his fast forward and rewind buttons, but not play, stop, and record. You can also switch this up and down, and rotate this, but just barely. And just like the old days, his back opens up, kinda. Each mini cassette comes with its own case that says Transformers on the front. And he can store up to 3 of them. For whatever reason, the Megatron gun bends here and there, and slides down and comes off. I don't know why. You can also take off the scope and this silencer thingamadoodle. Do you have a really crappy looking Megatron gun? I have no idea why they disassemble and assemble this thing this way. The video screen snaps onto his chest, unlike the Takara version that comes with 2 different video screens to insert. Lame. Rumble and Frenzy come with these detachable pile drivers that actually do move up and down, and they also attach to his back as some kind of jetpack mode, but that's pretty lame. They're exactly the same size as the originals, also kinda lame. So flip the hands in to attach the pile drivers, or take them off for his full rotation. His head will rotate 360 degrees. The guns are detachable. There's an attachment for the back, and an attachment for the hand. His arm will rotate 360 degrees, bend up and down at the shoulder, bend at the elbow. He has no waist rotation, but he has full rotation in the legs, and an ankle pivot. These pieces are removable and store inside here, with this extra piece that attaches to his back, like so. So now he has some kind of jet backpack thing going. I have no idea what that's supposed to be, or why he has it. But there you go. There's Rumble with his backpack thing. Unfortunately, these don't peg in right here. It looks like they should, but they don't. Buzzsaw and Laserbeak look exactly the same. Unfortunately, Buzzsaw is yellow instead of gold. In robot mode, he has a video camera in his head, which is a nice touch. that folds down. He also looks a lot more like his cartoon version than the toy version. His articulation is very limited. His wings will move backward and forward and up and down. Unfortunately, he can't perch them above his shoulder like in the cartoon. He has full rotation in his legs, and they will move forward and backward. His weapons also store inside the figure. There are grooves on Laserbeak's feet to fit here on the side of Soundwave's shoulder. That's a nice touch. You've got the touch, Soundwave. You've got the power. And now you have a robot pigeon on your shoulder. Ravage is the only cassette that doesn't have a twin. Here he is in his tape mode. A lot of kibble, but his weapons do store inside the body, which is a nice touch. The robot mode leaves much to be desired. There's a huge split down the middle of Ravage's face. His body is way too skinny, and his guns are way too small. That's what she said. He looks more like a skinny coyote rather than a jaguar. However, he does have a lot of movement. His shoulders move in and out and up and down, bends at the elbow and at the hands, paws. His head will move up and down, but only slightly. He rotates at the back leg, up and down, and side to side. He bends at the knee in 2 places, and his foot rotates. His tail also waggles up and down. Nice kitty. Why didn't I review these two? Because they're exactly the same as the other two. Good grief. I'm a busy robot. Come on. Here's his mini cassette recorder mode. Yeah, because people still use these things. Oh well. You're outdated, Soundwave. The record battery light does not come on, and it's got room for all these ports that don't exist, and an SD card, which doesn't exist. Kibble and bits and bits and bits. There's a lot of kibble on the back of this figure. But you can take his sound amplifier madoodle thing and plug it in back here to make it fill in the hole just a little bit. That's what she said. It also looks like it comes with some kind of AC/DC AC adapter thing. And he's got some ports here. This piece here on the side opens up for no good reason other than you can plug in a headphone piece, but only when it's opened. It also comes with a headphone jack on the top that does actually plug in. Go figure. So there you are, Soundwave the Mixmaster. There's a double Decepticon name there. It's too bad they didn't make a working version of this. For articulation, his head will move up and down quite well as side to side. You can rotate his shoulder cannon any way you want to. His arm will rotate up and down, and in and out, bends, swivels, double-jointed elbow for some reason. His hand will fully rotate. His thumb won't bend, but his index finger has 2 joints, and the other 3 fingers have 1 joint. He also rotates at the waist. He bends quite well at the thigh, but it's a very stiff joint, so be careful. Nice ratchety sound. He bends at the knee and rotates, again, at the knee. He also has an angle pivot, and it moves side to side and up and down. I don't know what these things are for, and I don't know why they're here, but they look weird. And although it's difficult to see on camera, he has a metallic paint mixed in. So a nice little metallic coat. And the only real difference between this version and the Takara version is this one has yellow eyes, and this one has red eyes. So one of them had a hangover. For size comparison, here he is next to the Takara Masterpiece Soundwave. And they're surprisingly exactly the same. So a lot of posability, a ton of accessories. Comes with 5 different Masterpiece cassettes. Yeah, it's probably worth the money. I only wish my figure came with as many cool things. Biggest problem with this toy? The index fingers break off like nobody's business. Autobots transform and roll out. I wish to be a Gundam.